For the first 2 million years of human existence, nobody said a single word. Not one. And yet our ancestors hunted together, raised children together, built entire communities, all without language. So what were they doing? That's exactly what we're unpacking today. And the answer will change the way you see every conversation you've ever had. 2 million years ago, Homo erectus is roaming the African savanna. No words, no sentences, no language at all. But these guys weren't silent. They were communicating, just not with their mouths. Think about what you already do without thinking. You frown, you point, you raise an eyebrow, you cross your arms. Early humans did all of that too, and it worked. Scientists who study the origins of language call this the gesture-first hypothesis. The idea is that before our ancestors ever made meaningful sounds, they communicated through hands and bodies. And there's strong evidence for it. A 2022 Royal Society study tested people from completely different cultures, Australia and Vanuatu, and found that gesture was twice as effective as non-linguistic sounds for conveying meaning. 61% success rate for gesture, just 29% for grunts and calls. Here's the wild part. Babies today still follow the same pattern. A 1-year-old points at what they want before they ever say their first word. We literally rerun the evolutionary playbook every time a child is born. Gesture came first, but gesture alone wasn't going to cut it forever, especially once the world got more dangerous. Picture a hunt. A dozen early humans stalking prey through tall grass. You can't gesture across 100 meters. You can't point through trees. So they used calls, grunts, clicks, tonal sounds, not random noise. Specific sounds tied to specific situations. Researchers studying vervet monkeys today found they use distinct alarm calls for eagles, snakes, and leopards, and other monkeys respond differently to each one. Our ancestors almost certainly did the same. A sound system built around the world they were surviving in. But underneath all of this, a piece of biology was quietly changing everything. Deep in the human throat sits a small horseshoe-shaped bone called the hyoid. It anchors the muscles that control your tongue and voice box, the hardware that makes complex speech possible. In 1989, archaeologists excavated a 60,000-year-old Neanderthal skeleton in Blombos Cave, Israel. When they found the hyoid bone, it was virtually identical to ours. This bone doesn't speak, but it tells us the equipment for real speech was already in place, even in our closest cousins. Around 100,000 years ago at Blombos Cave in South Africa, archaeologists found ochre, a red pigment, deliberately engraved with geometric patterns. They found pierced shell beads worn as jewelry. This isn't just decoration. This is symbolic thinking, taking a physical object and making it mean something beyond itself. That's the same cognitive engine that powers language. And then roughly 70,000 years ago, it explodes. Homo sapiens undergoes what researchers call the cognitive revolution, a sudden leap in the complexity of thought and communication. We started talking about things that weren't in front of us. Danger 3 valleys away, the story of last season's hunt, warnings that could outlast the person who gave them. Cave walls became message boards. The oldest known figurative cave painting, found in South Sulawesi, Indonesia, is over 43,900 years old. It shows a hunting scene. Multiple humans, coordinated, planned, recorded. That's not just art, that's information stored across time. Communication that survives the speaker. Here's the part nobody sees coming. Gossip saved humanity. Not as a joke, as actual science. Historian Yuval Noah Harari argues that the most important upgrade to early human language wasn't warning calls or hunting plans. It was the ability to talk about other people who weren't in the room. Before this, social groups could only hold together if everyone knew everyone personally. Chimpanzees max out at around 50 individuals before their groups collapse. But once humans could gossip, could say he stole from the elder last season, or she kept her word, she came back, you could build trust with strangers. You could maintain relationships with people you'd never even met face to face. Group sizes jumped to 150. With larger groups came more coordination, more specialization, more collective power. Gossip sounds trivial. It is the social glue that made civilization possible. But even gossip has a ceiling. You can only build so much trust one conversation at a time. You can only maintain so many relationships. So what do you do when you need thousands of strangers to act as one? You tell them a story they all believe. This is what Harari calls the most uniquely human ability of all. We can talk about things that don't exist anywhere in nature, and collectively agree to act as if they do. Money, nations, laws, gods. You cannot find a $20 bill in the wild. You cannot dig up a border. But billions of humans believe in these things simultaneously. And because we all believe together, they become more real than anything physical. No other species can do this. You cannot convince a chimpanzee to hand over a banana today in exchange for a promise of more bananas tomorrow. But you can convince a human. And that is what language actually gave us, not just a way to warn about lions or plan a hunt. The ability to build invisible worlds that millions of people live inside at the same time. The mute icon you clicked on, that's what life looked like for most of human history. We were on mute, and then, very recently, we started telling stories. And the world was never the same.